Good evening, namaskar, and a very warm welcome. You're watching Times Now's Election Yatra. I'm Pratibha, and we're joining you live from Vijayawada, the cultural, political, as well as the educational capital of Andhra Pradesh. This seat is very significant, but in Andhra itself, what's the battle that's playing out? That's what we're going to be discussing today. We're joining you live from outside the very, very beautiful Prakasham Barrage, which is, of course, the lifeline that we're talking of in Andhra Pradesh, the Krishna River that connects Vijayawada, NTR, and Guntur districts. For agriculture as well, this is the lifeline for the people. You're seeing the extremely beautiful background right behind us as we join you live from Vijayawada. But it's a bitter political fight that's playing out. Yesterday in Vijayawada, Prime Minister Modi held a massive roadshow. He was joined by Chandrababu Naidu as well as Pawan Kalyan. So the NDA putting up a united front here, hoping to ensure a saffron sweep across Andhra Pradesh. But is that going to happen or not? Or is the YSRCP going to hold fort? That's the question these elections. Most importantly, in Andhra Pradesh, there's Lok Sabha elections as well as the Assembly elections. Will the voters vote the same way, or will there be two different patterns that we're going to see in the Lok Sabha as well as the Assembly elections? It's a big test for Jagan Mohan Reddy, for the YSRCP. Where does the Congress come in the picture? We're going to be discussing all this and much more. First up, listen in to what the Prime Minister said while campaigning here. The Prime Minister said that the people had made a mistake by voting the YSRCP to power because now Gunda Raj or Mafia Raj has returned to the state. Listen in to what he said.
साथियों, आंध्र प्रदेश की जनता ने बड़ी उम्मीदों के साथ वाईएसआर कांग्रेस सरकार बनाई थी, लेकिन इन्होंने आपके साथ विश्वासघात किया। वाईएसआर कांग्रेस ने यहां गरीबों का नहीं, माफिया का विकास किया। वाईएसआर कांग्रेस के मंत्री कैसे यहां गुंडागर्दी करते हैं, यहां राउडी राज चलाते हैं, वो सबके सामने है।
So that was the Prime Minister's attack on the YSRCP government, as he said that the Jagan government had not ensured development for the poor but ensured development of the Mafia Raj here. That's the attack that came in from the Prime Minister. How is all this going to play out in the elections? To discuss that, we have Yamini Sharma Sadineni, spokesperson of the BJP, Sundar Rama Sharma, spokesperson of the YSRCP, as well as Sankara Padmashri, APCC Congress President. Thank you for joining us. I want to begin by asking Mr. Sundar Ram Sharma what he thought of the Prime Minister saying that it's Mafia Raj in Andhra Pradesh with the Jagan government coming. It's not the poor people who are getting development, it is the Mafia that gets development here.
The fight between Mr. Jagan Mohan Reddy versus all includes Congress, Comrades, Bharatiya Janata Party, Congress, any party, all the political parties against Mr. Jagan Mohan Reddy. They don't have guts to contest unitedly. They wanted to contest unitedly just because they don't even have any small issue against Mr. Jagan Mohan Reddy. Today, the fight in Andhra Pradesh is haves and have-nots, rich versus poor. Especially why I am talking this one is Mr. Jagan Mohan Reddy is for the poor. All these people, including Mr. Narendra Modi, he is also for the people of rich. That is the reason Andhra Pradesh people wanted Mr. Jagan Mohan Reddy. Next, again, another re-election from Andhra Pradesh. Okay. Mr. Modi, yesterday he came and he has given some views. I can say it is only a views because he has seen the performance of Mr. Jagan Mohan Reddy for the last 58 months. He didn't comment against Mr. Jagan Mohan Reddy. Any corruption issues, no corruption issues. Any issue of development, they have given ease of doing business. First mark to Andhra Pradesh. Okay. Education.
So Andhra development is done well. The BJP is nervous. The TDP is nervous. That's why they've all allied together. That's the only reason why they've come together, because they need all the parties to come together to take on somebody like Jagan. What do you say, Yamini?
Vande Mataram, it's a big joke of the day. It's a big joke of the day, I could say that, because whatever the YSRCP is saying that it has no sanctity. Like from the last 5 years, the people of Andhra Pradesh, they got fed up, and the YSRCP looted the state's wealth and people's wealth in every manner, and every section of the people are very tied up. Like, they wanted to bring a change in the government, because you see, earlier between 2014 and 19, during the NDA government regime, the state was number one in skill development, the state was number one in employment, the state was number one in investments, the state has seen tremendous development, and also welfare was done to each and every section of the people with the help of the central government. And the central government, the BJP, in the last 10 years, we have given 3 lakh crore towards the tax devolution, and we have gone up and above and beyond, providing 50 central institutions like IITs, AIIMS, and tribal institutions and everything. And we have given 3 industrial corridors, which could have generated 6 lakh employment to unemployed youth. But in the last 5 years, under the Jagan Mohan Reddy's leadership, the state has become number one in drug mafia, sand mafia, mine mafia, and also in liquor mafia.
Okay, so it was on auto mode because the previous government had ensured a lot of development here, and any development that here is only through the center, because they've gone out of their way to ensure development here. Not too much credit to the state government here.
2014 to 2019, there is no doubt the 3 parties, Mr. Pawan Kalyan, Mr. Chandrababu Naidu, and Mr. Narendra Modi. Modi and Chandrababu Naidu both have come to the power. What they did, why they left each other, why Mr. Chandrababu Naidu say Mr. Modi is a terrorist. He is a terrorist. He is a junior to me. There is no development. The central government has not given any funds. I myself is constructing Amaravati. I myself doing the Polavaram. Modi is against to Andhra Pradesh. This is the words used by Mr. Chandrababu Naidu. What is the development? If the development is there, why Mr. Modi commented against Mr. Chandrababu Naidu? Polavaram is a ATM. Sunrise state. Why? Why he commented? Okay. In the same Vijayawada, the Chandrababu Naidu, he has shown black balloons to Mr. Narendra Modi. This time Mr. Narendra Modi has come, but we have not done anything. We just allowed Mr. Narendra Modi to canvass and have a road show in Vijayawada itself. That is Mr. Jagan Mohan Reddy's democratic way.
Okay.
What Mr. Chandrababu Naidu did, if he say the development is there, why Mr. Narendra Modi left Mr. Chandrababu Naidu TDP? They left only just one reason, that is a special category status. Mr. Naidu told, they are not providing special category status, so I am leaving NDA. What made them to unite now? Why this unholy alliance?
Okay, unholy alliance. I want to take off from there. Unholy alliance is something that the Prime Minister says time and again. When he's campaigning across the country, he says that the India alliance is an unholy alliance. That's what the Prime Minister says time and again, and that's the charge that the YSRCP is levelling at the BJP here. You've criticized Chandrababu Naidu. Chandrababu Naidu has criticized the BJP. But what you accuse the other parties of, that during the elections for power you come together, is the BJP guilty of doing the same in Andhra Pradesh?
No, actually, Chandrababu Naidu ji has already clarified why he left NDA and why he rejoined in NDA alliance. It's only because of the welfare and the development of the state. As I said earlier also, BJP in last 10 years, we have been giving 60 to 70% funds for the welfare of the state, and right now in the state, more than 1 lakh crore national highways are in progress, 60,000 crores worth of railway projects are in there, and so several, despite of spending and giving a lot of lakhs of crores of funding also, the state in the last 5 years, they couldn't do much, and during 2014 and 19, it was the then NDA government, they thought like initially they have received so much of funding and the state was going in a rapid force on development, towards development. However, in the last, like between 2018 and 19, there was some miscommunication, not miscommunication, misunderstanding happened at TDP and between BJP leaders. So, see, for us, for BJP, it is nation first and party next, person last. So, whatever we are aiming at Viksit Bharat. So as Narendra Modi ji said rightly, that if the nation is like a body and the states are like body parts. So we are still committed for the development of Andhra Pradesh, because this is one of the emerging state, and
do you agree with
Viksit
this?
Bharat will happen with the development of Andhra Pradesh.
Okay,
So that
do you
is the
agree
reason-
with this? Because often his jibes are directed at the Congress party when he says India Alliance. He does not even say India grouping. He says India Alliance, and he says that these parties are coming together only for power. That's the charge that the YSRCP is leveling at the BJP in Andhra Pradesh. Where does the Congress come in here?
Whatever Narendra Modi words are attacking India Alliance is because he's scared about India Alliance and Rahul Gandhi. And whenever they speak about welfare and the development by BJP, what happened from 2014 and what are the promises made by the Narendra Modi in Tirupati at the feet of the Lord Venkateshwara? He promised the special category status, and all the AP Reorganization Act promises has to be filled, and the Polavaram as a national project, it should be completed by the central government. And today they are selling the Vizag steel plant, and Amaravati capital laid the foundation stone by Narendra Modi. It's just left and destroyed by YCP government, and they have whatever Gunda Raj and Mafia Raj is going in Andhra Pradesh is with the support of central government and Narendra Modi.
Okay.
And today, world biggest sexual abuse scams are taking place in India, and the BJP is supporting. And no words about it. And now suddenly they speak about Vikasit Bharat. See, for Andhra Pradesh, Vikasit Andhra Pradesh will be only we get a special category status. And after 10 years coming to Andhra Pradesh, again alliance with the TDP and Janasena.
But where does the
he
Congress
didn't
come
even-
in? Do
he
you
didn't
have
even
enough
speak
Congress
about-
cadres on the ground to actually make a difference? Where does the Congress stand this time in the elections?
We are there. We are fighting all 175 seats and 25 parliaments with the India Alliance. We are fighting against the state and central governments. From last 10 years, we have been harassed, put behind bars. Women are being harassed and with filthy language, and the social media posts. Really, I can't even explain about that and all by the Chandrababu
So
Naidu
in
time
Lok
and
Sabha
the
elections
YCP government.
and the assembly
This is all with the
elections, you're
support of
saying that the
BJP
Congress
government.
party is going to sweep here. Lok Sabha elections and the assembly elections.
See, the weaker section, Dalits and minorities are with the Congress party, and they believe in Rahul Gandhi's leadership. After Bharat Jodo Yatra, हम लोग मोहब्बत का दुकान खोला है नफरत का बाजार में, and people trust Rahul Gandhi. And now Rahul ji's message is, don't believe Narendra Modi. We are going to make all the Indians crorpatis. Only few people are made money in Modi's government. So with that Mahila Nyay and Yuva Nyay scheme and all, like, with that lakhs of women are going to get the scheme implemented for them.
Okay.
And even with that Yuva Nyay, 30 lakhs unemployed
So
youth
people of
will be
Andhra are going to be
recruited from
spoiled
August
for
15
choice
itself.
with the welfare schemes of the YSRCP, the BJP and the Congress party as well. You're saying it's going to be a Congress sweep. What do you think is going to happen in Lok Sabha elections and the assembly elections?
Before commenting on that, I just wanted to say one thing. Isn't it the Congress who hastily bifurcated the state without even thinking or condemning?
You are the part of it.
No, you see.
You are the part of it.
It
And
was
in
the Congress.
Parliament,
It was
in
the Congress
Parliament,
who bifurcated
Venkaiah
the
Naidu
state
ji
without
himself,
betraying
it's
the
a recorded
betraying
statement.
the
Venkaiah
5.5
Naidu ji's
crore
words
people.
just
Then
remembered
what was
on
it?
the
What
floor
was
of
it?
the
So the
House.
bifurcation-
On the
What
floor
was
of
the
the House.
rationale
Okay.
behind
The bifurcation and the special status remain some of the biggest
What
issues.
was the rationale to close the doors of the parliament
Okay.
and bifurcate the state overnight?
And which the
So they
promises are
betrayed
So
the
is that going to be a factor, the
5.5
bifurcation of the state, the bifurcation of the state and the special status? Is that going to be an anger that people are going to have in their minds? You're saying that's an anger that people will have against Chandrababu Naidu. Very quickly, what are the numbers you want to put on the Lok Sabha elections, the assembly elections?
Very simple. One thing is there that my both friends already joined together. They are all both one only. For bifurcation, both are culprits. One side of the, to both sides of the one coin.
Even Chandrababu
Only
Naidu,
these
Jagan
people.
Reddy gave the
Now she
letters
is talking
for the
about the Chandrababu
supporting the
Naidu.
bifurcation.
In 2018, Chandrababu Naidu joined with the Congress party. Chandrababu Naidu again now joined with the Bharatiya Janata party. That means there is no values. There is no values for these three people. They don't have anything. Only power in Andhra Pradesh.
Okay.
I wanted to ask only one question on all these three people. Parichalka Taragati Hoda. That means special category status. They have promised. All these three people have promised.
Okay.
Now this Bharatiya Janata party, just for what reason they joined with the Chandrababu Naidu? He himself told special category status. Now Mr. Narendra Modi came and he told that it is a mafia raj and all this. what he is doing for all the
Okay,
state.
what about the special status?
The state has already received what it would have received under the special category status, and we have followed the 14th Finance Commission. What did the YSR government do for the central project? They didn't give land for the railway zone. They didn't.
You're saying that the BJP has not given the promises, the special status remains unfulfilled, and the people are suffering because of that, and now the BJP has joined with the TDP here. You're saying it's not going to... Okay, you're saying it's only for power, it's not anything else.
Are they going to provide the special category
Okay, so
status?
special category status, the special status is going to be one of the biggest issues here. You believe in the elections is going to be the biggest?
Yes. Not only that. Mr. Narendra Modi and Mr. Chandrababu Naidu, their unholy alliance in Andhra Pradesh.
Unholy alliance. Is it going to be the battle of the unholy alliance or not? The war continues here. How is it going to play out on the ground? That's the question that we are going to be asking. We have spoken to the voters as well to find out what they think. What do they think? Do they want Jagan Mohan Reddy? Do they want the Modi government in the centre? Do they want to change here Chandrababu Naidu or not? We're going to be talking to the voters after this very quick break. Do stay with us. The fight about the special status and the welfare schemes, of course, continues. We'll be right back after this quick break. Welcome back. It's the voters who are going to decide who will govern the state and the centre. Before the elections, we also spoke to the voters on what's on their mind. Are they happy with the Jagan government here? Are they looking for a change? Are they happy with Chandrababu Naidu and the BJP coming together or not? Take a look at what the voters have to say. So we are at MG Road in Vijayawada. This was the stretch where Prime Minister Modi held his rally yesterday, and this was a mega rally that was organized with Chandrababu Naidu as well as Pawan Kalyan. So on this stretch, a massive rally that took place. Let's find out from the people on what they think, how the elections are going and which are the parties that are doing well. Sir, can I ask you, the elections are approaching. Which party has done good work? What do you think?
Telugu party is done.
Done. Good work. YSRCP?
చూసాం 5 years నుంచి చూసాం వాళ్ళ యొక్క కుట్రలు కుతంత్రాలు ఇవన్నీ కూడా. అది రాకూడదు మళ్ళీ. ఈ యొక్క ఆంధ్ర ప్రజల యొక్క ఆకాంక్ష అది.
Assembly election, Lok Sabha election, both same. Okay, all right. So some saying that it is the TDP that has done well. Let's go a little bit to the side as well. आपको क्या लगता है election कैसा जा रहा है? Are you looking for a change? Which party do you think is doing well?
मैं तो ये गाँव को नया हूँ मैडम. ये तो करंटली मैं विजयवाड़ा नहीं हूँ.
अच्छा, नहीं, जब आप वोट करते हैं, लोकसभा वोट करते हैं, तो फिर चेंज के लिए चेंज चाहेंगे कि खुश है कि देश में क्या हो रहा है?
देश में तो अब तुम क्या बोल रहा है, ये नेशनल वाइड.
हाँ, नेशनल.
फिर क्या पार्टी आएगा तो अच्छा वो बोल रहा है. फिर तो ये मैं तो ये मोदी का है ना, ये बीजेपी का पार्टी से उतना खुशी नहीं हो रहा हूँ मैडम. अभी फिर आके ये कांग्रेस पार्टी आया तो अच्छा वो आएगा बोल सकता हूँ मैं.
अच्छा, तो आंध्रा में जब आप वोट करेंगे तो देश में चेंज के लिए वोट करेंगे?
हाँ मैडम.
अच्छा, यहाँ जो हुआ है 10 साल में उससे खुश नहीं है. सर, आपको क्या लगता है कि इलेक्शन कैसा चल रहा है?
Speaking English
हाँ.
or Telugu.
Okay, English. What do you think? Which party do you think has done well? The elections are approaching. Who do you think has performed well?
BJP and state level TDP.
So BJP at the center, TDP in the states. That's what they've been saying. Like we mentioned, the Lok Sabha elections and the state elections taking place. Let's find out from a few others as well who are joining us here. The whole way you're seeing traffic that has come in here. This is one of the main roads in Vijayawada where the Prime Minister held his campaign. So what is the impact that it's going to have? Sir, आप यहाँ से हैं, which party do you think is doing well in the elections? When you vote, what do you think of?
स्टेट और सेंट्रल?
स्टेट और सेंट्रल दोनों बताइए, यहाँ पे दोनों इलेक्शंस हैं।
In state, like Jagan will come again,
Okay.
and in central BJP is leading.
BJP is leading. So in state you want YSRCP, you said, but in the state BJP is with TDP.
Yes, BJP is TDP. That's okay. That the BJP is combined with the TDP, not accepted by the people of Andhra Pradesh. Because the false prejudice of Chandrababu Naidu is known by the Andhra Pradesh people. BJP is adding with TDP, that's become minus to the BJP in AP Andhra Pradesh.
But in Lok Sabha elections, people will want Modi.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So some saying that we are looking for, in fact, this is going to be one of the biggest factors, with many asking the question, will the voters decide separately for the assembly elections versus what should be done in the Lok Sabha elections? If we speak about that, many like you. Some of the voters there going on to say that in center we want Modi, but in the state we want to change, or some saying we want Jagan to continue. So the voters very clear about who they want to vote in the Lok Sabha elections and the assembly elections. Very quickly, your last thoughts on what's expected in the Lok Sabha election, the assembly elections.
In both elections, Jagan Mohan Reddy will win.
Okay.
They have seen the 58 months, the administration and governance of Mr. Jagan Mohan Reddy. They don't want this double engine sarkar. It is completely failed in 2014 to 2019. It is a double decker bus. It is not a double engine sarkar. It is a double decker bus. Modi ka upar Chandrababu Naidu ka shoulders mein Pawan Kalyan. They don't want these three people. They have seen the welfare and the development of Mr. Jagan Mohan Reddy. Definitely we will get 175 out of 175 and 25 parliament seats. Mr. Jagan Mohan Reddy used to see that who is going to form the central government. So I think that Mr. Narendra Modi, he won't get the
so big
complete
zero for
majority,
the BJP is
and
your
Mr. Jagan
prediction.
Mohan Reddy is going to
Complete
decide
for your
who is
for YSRCP.
going
What
to
do you
be Prime
think?
Minister in this country.
देश के लिए, धर्म के लिए अब की बार 400 पार. The people of this country are going to bless us with 400 seats for Viksit Bharat, and it's Modi guarantee for Viksit Bharat and Viksit Andhra Pradesh. In Andhra Pradesh, we are going to get 25 out of 25 parliaments, and in the state assembly, we are going to form the government with a thumping majority, and we will ensure that every section of the and citizen of this country and the state will get their rightful share of the welfare and development.
Okay, 25. You're saying complete for each other. What do you say? What is the Congress party's number?
बीजेपी 400 सीट नारा देने के लिए अच्छा है, but Modi is not even crossing NDA alliance 200 seats also. Modi is already scared, and 5 crores people of Andhra Pradesh are demanding for the development of the state, which is possible only Rahul Gandhi has promised a first signature for the special category status, and Rahul Gandhi के ऊपर पूरा भरोसा है. India alliance is forming the government, and we demand for a special. Only with that development will take place, and the youth will get jobs, and the Amaravati capital will be
So you're saying it's the Congress party that will come? Okay, all right. So the debate continues. Each party saying that they're going to not just form the government, they're going to have a sweeping majority. What's it going to be like in Andhra? Unholy alliance, as the YSRCP calls it, or is it going to be a change here? It will be interesting to watch. On that note, we're slipping into a very quick break here, but we'll be right back. Before arriving in Andhra Pradesh, we were in Secunderabad, where a battle was taking place. Remember, Union Minister Kishan Reddy in the battle there. How is it going to play out? There, the BRS and the Congress party and the BJP, three-cornered contest. We speak to the voters as well as the candidates. We're coming back with that after a very quick break. Do stay with us.
With the NDA on a mission to secure 400 seats in the Lok Sabha polls, the focus is on expanding the BJP's footprint in the south. One such state on the BJP's radar is Telangana, a state where the BJP will look to increase its tally from 4 out of 17 seats in 2019. One constituency where the Modi wave seems to have had its effect is Secunderabad, a constituency that has elected a BJP MP for the last 2 elections. The incumbent Telangana BJP President and Union Minister G. Kishan Reddy won the elections in 2019. In 2014, the BJP comfortably secured a victory with a vote share of 43.7% in what was then a four-cornered contest. In 2019, G. Kishan Reddy won with a similar vote share of 42.5%, but the Congress came a close second at 35.6%. This time, the Union Minister is once again in the fray in a three-way fight with the BRS and a former BRS leader who is now with the Congress, Dhanam Nagender. So how is Union Minister G. Kishan Reddy preparing for this challenge to ensure BJP holds on to their territory?
Campaign trail of the Union Minister and BJP candidate from Secunderabad, Mr. Kishan Reddy, scorching heat, but we are seeing आपके party workers इतने धूप में भी बाहर आए हैं. How is the campaign going?
Campaign बहुत बढ़िया चल रहा है. Campaign is going on. My party workers are doing hard work everywhere, and originally this area will be Majlis dominated area, but Muslims are coming bar in the out of house, and they are openly in favor of, especially Muslim women, they are in favor of Narendra Modi.
The opposition has said that this is hate politics by BJP when you speak of the reservations being removed for Muslims. How do you look at this? Is it going to alienate Muslims?
We are not received the removing the Muslim reservation. That is a High Court judgment. That is in the name of the religious, that is unconstitutional. But we are given economical backward classes reservation. In that reservation, Muslims will also, poor Muslim also will get reservation. There is another mode is given to Muslims also, Christians also, even Hindus also. Those who are, that's community, those who are poor people, we are giving 10% reservation. We are not removing the Muslim, religious, any reservation. We are against only religion in the name of religious reservation. That is not our stand. That is Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar also told. And High Court also, this is in the name of religious reservation, is unconstitutional.
Okay, the opposition says that the Prime Minister, when he makes such statements, it's hate politics and, this is against Muslims. You're saying that the BJP stands for Sabka Saath, Sabka Vishwas.
100% we are Sabka Saath, Sabka Vishwas. That's why I'm telling some people, they are saying BJP is removing. We are not removing any reservation. We are against the religious reservation. Hindu reservation, Muslim reservation, Christian reservation, Jain reservation, Sikh reservation. This is not good also. That's why we are giving 10% reservation. Among that, those who are not coming in the reservation sector, that community, poor people will get reservation. In that reservation, Muslim also will get reservation. That is a Narendra Modi has given to Muslims.
Okay, so I want to talk about your constituency. You're somebody who started off as a young leader. Now you are the cabinet minister in the Modi government. How has your journey been from then to now? What is the difference that you're seeing in Telangana of the BJP?
This is the first time we are getting maximum support from all Karnataka people. And last election also, assembly elections, we got 4 seats. This time we will get double-digit seats. In my constituency also, 19, I'm first time contested, but there is a sitting seat. Before me, there is a former union minister, existing Haryana governor, Dattatreya ji is representing this constituency. Same constituency, same legacy I'm continuing.
Okay, here in Telangana, is it Modi guarantee versus Congress guarantee versus, of course, BRS also making a comeback, wanting a comeback? Who's the main challenger for BJP here?
There is a contest between BRS and Congress for second place. For second place, they are contesting who are going to come in second place, how many seats they will get second place. That is a elections in Telangana.
Okay, so today, as Prime Minister is coming, Jairam Ramesh has tweeted and he has said, where is the rail coach factory? The PM has failed to deliver on Bayram Steel Plant and ITIR. And he says, without a caste census, is the Prime Minister's promise of a Madiga subquota just a jumla? What would you respond to Congress?
This is a Jairam Ramesh you don't know. He should come to Telangana and find out. We already started, Prime Minister came and foundation, rail manufacturing unit. In this rail manufacturing unit, we are manufacturing coaches also, wagons also, engines also. एक integrated industry we started. Jairam Ramesh poor boy is don't know, that's why I cannot say anything.
Okay, sir, Madhavi Lata contesting from Hyderabad, right, the next constituency, what is the impact it's going to have? We've known that you've also pushed for her to contest from the constituency. Are there differences in the BJP over the candidature? How do you see that playing
There is all these small things that is over, we all set right. Everybody is working for winning to Madhavi Lata in Hyderabad constituency. Definitely we are going to defeat Majlis Party, Asaduddin Owaisi. This time we will not reach parliament, that is our aim.
Okay, how much for the BJP from Telangana? Is it going to be the biggest number in the south?
Double digits. No, Karnataka will first, second we will come.
Okay. So
That is double digit seats we will get.
Okay, you're confident?
100%.
No Rahul impact.
Where is who is Rahul? Who is Rahul? Rahul is a papu.
Rahul Gandhi says Prime Minister is very nervous after election started and he will cry very soon.
No. Because these are elections already 3 phases. That elections, those who are in favor of Narendra Modi, that people have only voted, and some people they are not voted. But absolutely, already existing seats, more than 100 seats we are going to get. There's a poll first phase, second phase.
Jai Shri Ram, is that the main plank of your campaign?
No, developmental is main time. We are saying what is the achievement in last 9.5 years, Narendra Modi under leadership, from toilet to Chandrayaan, everything we are saying. This is infrastructure activity, roadways, highways, railways, waterways, and everything we are, before Narendra Modi, today's Narendra Modi. Before Narendra Modi, what is the achievement of India last 67 years of Narendra Modi came, what is the achievement we are saying everywhere.
So Modi wave still continues, no impact of the India alliance coming together.
There is an issue, there is no issue, they will not come again, because if they are not saying who is going to Prime Minister, you are saying they will come from power. How can they come power?
Okay.
This is India, this is the largest democratic party in India, 140 crore people will living in India. How can they study without Prime Minister candidate? How can they vote? People very awareness people. How can they vote to other political parties? They are not saying if it comes, our Prime Minister candidate is XYZ. If it comes every 6 months, Prime Minister should change.
Okay. The Congress leaders, बहुत सारे Congress leaders ने ये बोला है कि it was not the Pakistan backed terror, it is RSS backed policemen who killed Hemant Karkare. So in the elections throughout, is it going to be nationalistic party versus the others?
This is not a small thing. This issues also issue you should not raise. These small area local issues. Why issue raising in national level?
The national level में is it nationalistic party versus others कि development versus the dividing politics?
Definitely, my party is a developmental party. My party is a nationalist party. My party is a democratic party. My party is a Indianized party. Their party is a tukde gang parties.
Tukde gang. Okay. Lastly, we'll as you're going on your campaign, what is the appeal to your voters? आप क्या बोलना चाहते हैं in even if you want to say it in Telugu, what is it that they should think of when they cast their vote on the polling day?
मैं सबसे पहले यही अनुरोध करता हूँ, सभी लोग वोटिंग पे आइए. वोटिंग आना चाहिए, वोट डालना चाहिए. नंबर 1. नंबर 2 इज देश के लिए वोट डालीजिए, विकास के लिए वोट डालीजिए, और देश के गौरव बढ़ाने के लिए वोट डालीजिए, गरीबों को सेवा के लिए वोट डालीजिए, एक स्टेबल गवर्नमेंट के लिए वोट डालीजिए, एक सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट के लिए वोट डालीजिए, एक एबल लीडरशिप के लिए वोट डालीजिए. यही मेरा अनुरोध है. देश के लिए वोट डालीजिए. इससे मैं ये लोग बताऊं, आप इसके लिए नरेंद्र मोदी जी को आशीर्वाद देना चाहिए, मुझे भी आशीर्वाद देना चाहिए. मेरे वोटर्स को यही अनुरोध करता हूं मैं.
इज देयर अ वरी कि बीजेपी का सपोर्ट तो है लेकिन लोग बाहर आके वोट नहीं कर रहे हैं बिकॉज वोट शेयर इन मेनी प्लेसेस इज लो. इज दैट द बिगेस्ट चैलेंज फॉर बीजेपी?
दैट्स व्हाई वी आर कंसंट्रेटिंग टू कम आउट ऑल द वोटर्स टू कास्ट देयर वोट.
Thank you so much for joining us. The biggest appeal being go out, cast your vote, vote for development, not for the Tukde gang. That's the message that has come in from Union Minister Kishan Reddy. Thank you so much for joining us and all the best for your campaign.
The Telangana BJP president is confident that it's not just his own seat, but the BJP will expand its footprint across the state of Telangana and deliver a historic mandate. But in his way stands the Congress party, riding high on the recent victory in the assembly elections in 2023. Dhanam Nagendra himself has returned to the Congress after a brief stint with the BRS. But this time, can the Congress build on their performance from 2019, and will Revanth Reddy's guarantees help Congress turn the tide in its favour?
Secunderabad constituency, hitting the campaign trail of the Congress party. The Congress government is in power in the state. What is the impact that its guarantees are going to have, or will it be Modi wave, or will it be the BRS that will make a comeback? That's the question. We have with us the Secunderabad Congress candidate, six-time MLA, Mr. Dhanam Nagendra. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
He has switched over from the BRS to the Congress party. Been with the Congress, then TDP, now with the Congress, back again. How is your campaign going, first of all, in the 2024 Lok Sabha elections? What do you look at it? What kind of a battle is it?
So, the battle is, war is one side. That I can say. Because, you know, BRS and BJP, दोनों का अंदरूनी एक गठबंधन हो गया. They have a, some
so
kind of understanding. No, BJP and BRS का. They have some androni understanding. So the battle is very clear. War is one side. Definitely Congress is going to. Just how the people of Telangana wanted to change in Telangana, similarly they want change in national wise also.
अच्छा, तो आपको क्या लगता है कि यहाँ पे what is the biggest battle? Is it the national issues, Modi versus the India alliance, or is it यहाँ पे Kishan Reddy versus you? How do you look at it?
Certainly it is Modi versus India alliance, because the India alliance में जो राहुल गांधी ने एक स्लोगन उठाया है, हिंदुस्तान के अंदर जो 60% of the backward classes को injustice होते आ रहा है, right from the beginning, I mean right from the independence. So people are backward class people and ST, SC minorities are suffering like anything. So people of this country wants a change. Particularly राहुल जी ने एक बहुत बड़ा स्लोगन उठाया है. आज हिंदुस्तान के अंदर जिस तरीके के साथ जो है उनके साथ नाइंसाफी हुई, ST, SC, BC माइनॉरिटी के साथ जो नाइंसाफी हुई है, वो राहुल जी ने कहा है जो 50% स्लैब का ये है, आज कास्ट सेंसस को पूरी तरीके से वी वांटेड टू वंस कम टू पावर. राहुल जी अगर प्रधानमंत्री बन जाएंगे तो इमीडिएटली उनका फर्स्ट सिग्नेचर होगा कि कास्ट सेंसस जो है हिंदुस्तान के संख्या के आधार पर,
तो तेलंगाना में लेकिन कांग्रेस की गवर्नमेंट है, तो यहाँ पे कास्ट सेंसस का व्हाट इज द स्टेटस?
या वी आर ऑलरेडी, आवर चीफ मिनिस्टर हैज ऑलरेडी डिक्लेयर्ड इट, एंड इनफैक्ट अभी असेंबली में भी उसका रिजर्वेशन पास होने वाला है. और डेफिनेटली तेलंगाना ही नहीं, पूरा दुनिया के अंदर, हिंदुस्तान के अंदर लोग ये चाह रहे हैं कि कास्ट सेंसस होना चाहिए. हमारे साथ नाइंसाफी होती आई है, वो ये वक्त आ चुका है. कास्ट सेंसस होने के बाद ही जो है कुछ इंसाफ मिल सकता है, लेकिन कुछ ही लोगों को, कुछ ही वर्ग और लोगों को जो है हिंदुस्तान आजाद होने के बाद किसी लोगों को ये फायदा हो रहा है. इसीलिए राहुल जी ने एक ऐसा मुद्दा उठाया. आज जो है मोदी जी हो, अमित शाह हो, इसका जवाब उनके पास नहीं है. इसीलिए वो लोग बोल रहे कि अब राम मंदिर का मुद्दा छोड़ के कास्ट सेंसस के ऊपर वो लोग लगे. इससे पहले वो लोग ट्रेंड सेट करते थे, अभी हमारा राहुल जी ट्रेंड सेट किया है, अब उनको रिएक्ट होना पड़ रहा है.
In Telangana, one of the biggest issues is also that of Rohit Vemula. The BJP says that Rahul Gandhi had spoken about his caste. अभी आपकी सरकार है यहाँ पे, लेकिन आपने क्लोजर रिपोर्ट दे दिया है. So this shows that you were trying to play politics over the death of a student.
नहीं, देखिए उनका जो रोहित वेमुला का जब था इश्यू हुआ था, हम लोग पावर में नहीं थे. इसके बाद में अभी सीएम साहब ने कहा इसके ऊपर पूरा तरह इंक्वायरी हो जाए, पूरी तरीके से जो है. चीफ मिनिस्टर साहब ने कहा कि तरो इंक्वायरी होना चाहिए, पूरा इन्वेस्टिगेशन होना चाहिए, इसके अंदर जो भी जिम्मेदार है उनको पनिशमेंट मिलना चाहिए. डेफिनेटली कांग्रेस जो कभी भी ऐसा नहीं करेगा. कास्ट को लेकर जो कास्ट या कम्युनिटी वाइज में पॉलिटिक्स नहीं किया. कांग्रेस पार्टी का एक हिस्ट्री रहा है. हिंदुस्तान के डेमोक्रेसी आने, हिंदुस्तान में आजाद मिलने के बाद में कांग्रेस नेवर बट इनिशिएटेड फॉर दिस काइंड ऑफ दी, ऐसा कोई कम्युनिटी वाइज हो या कास्ट वाइज हो कभी पॉलिटिक्स नहीं किया. लेकिन ये लोग समझते हैं कि अभी मुस्लिम रिजर्वेशन का 4% निकाल देंगे, BC का रिजर्वेशन निकाल देंगे, ST का रिजर्वेशन निकाल देंगे. ये उनका उनको कौन अधिकार दिया है? हिंदुस्तान की अवाम आपको अधिकार दिया है, पूरी हिंदुस्तान के जो है का संख्या के आधार पर उनको हक मिलना चाहिए। वो संख्या के आधार पर हक नहीं देते हुए उनका हक को छीनना चाह रहे हैं। कोई हक अपना छीनने का किसी को अधिकार नहीं।
ठीक है, तो डबल स्टैंडर्ड्स आप बोल रहे हैं कि अगर कास्ट सेंसस का कांग्रेस ने बात किया है, इट्स नॉट डिवाइसिव, इट इज फॉर एंश्योरिंग दैट द हेल्थ रीचेस ऑल सेक्शंस ऑफ सोसाइटी। बट व्हेन वी स्पीक ऑफ डबल स्टैंडर्ड्स, कांग्रेस मैनिफेस्टो में ये भी लिखा है कि जो पार्टी बदलते हैं उनके अगेंस्ट एक्शन होगा इफ द कांग्रेस पार्टी कम्स टू पावर इन द सेंटर। बट वेयर डू यू कम इन, बिकॉज यू गॉन टू द कांग्रेस।
मेरा तो गर्व वापसी हुआ है, बीआरएस पार्टी और बीजेपी का जो है वो अंदरूनी अलायंस हुआ है। आई नो दैट दे वांटेड टू सपोर्ट बीजेपी समहाउ, सो वो समझिए। अभी मैं इससे इतने सालों से मैं एक जो है सेक्युलर स्लोगन लेके मैं एमएलए जीतते आया हूँ, लेकिन अभी मेरा घर वापसी हुआ है। मैं पार्टी छोड़ा हूँ तो इसलिए कि मेरा घर में वापस आ गया।
अच्छा, तो फिर ये मैनिफेस्टो
ये मेरे लिए ये नहीं काम करेगी।
इट्स नॉट फॉर यू, ओके फाइन। द प्राइम मिनिस्टर इज कैंपेनिंग हियर। उन्होंने लोगों से कैंपेन करते हुए कहा है कि आरआरआर जो मूवी है यहाँ बहुत ज्यादा फेमस है, लेकिन देयर इज वन मोर टैक्स दैट इज बीइंग पुट इन प्लेस, आरआर टैक्स इन तेलंगाना। हाउ डू यू लुक एट दिस? व्हाट इज द प्राइम मिनिस्टर स्पीकिंग अबाउट?
देखिए, ये बात को लेके डेफिनेटली आई डिनाई द स्टेटमेंट ऑफ द ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर। वी हैव हाईएस्ट रेस्पेक्ट फॉर हिम बिकॉज ये हिंदुस्तान का प्रधानमंत्री है, तो हम उनको इज्जत देना हमारा फर्ज बनता है। लेकिन आरआर टैक्स जो कह रहे हैं, आरआर मूवी के साथ में जो कंपेयर कर रहे हैं, वो तो ऑस्कर अवार्ड लिए, सो मूवी को आप जो है सरासर नीचे दिखा रहे हैं आप लोग। ये एक गलत बात है। दूसरी बात है आरआर टैक्स। मैं पूछना चाहूंगा, अभी जो भी ये बात कहते हैं, कोई भी इरेस्पेक्टिव ऑफ एनी पर्सन, प्रधानमंत्री हो या कोई भी हो, लेकिन इतने साल से जब बीआरएस पार्टी थी, जब क्यों ये मुद्दा नहीं उठाया? बीआरएस पार्टी भी यही बोलती है कि 3 महीने में 4 महीने में ये दुनिया का पैसा जो है वसूल किया है। अब मैं यही हिसाब पूछना चाहता हूँ बीआरएस पार्टी को और बीजेपी को, इतने साल से क्यों ये क्वेश्चन नहीं उठाया, या क्या मतलब है इसके अंदर? 9 साल के अंदर ये लोग तो पूरा दुनिया लूट लिया है, हैदराबाद को और तेलंगाना को लूट लिया इन्होंने। वो कोई भी उसका क्वेश्चन नहीं किया। सो हमारा वही एक पॉइंट है, क्यों जब नहीं पूछा? अभी 3 महीने में ये आरआर टैक्स बोल रहे हैं, तो जहाँ भी कांग्रेस का सरकार हो या जहाँ भी अदर देन बीजेपी हो, वहाँ टैक्स लगता है, दूसरे जगह टैक्स नहीं लगता क्या?
अच्छा, तो आपने कहा कि बीआरएस एंड द बीजेपी हैव एन अंडरस्टैंडिंग। यहाँ जो आपके चीफ मिनिस्टर हैं रेवंत रेड्डी, ही हैज सेड प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी इज लाइक माय ओल्डर ब्रदर। He has always praised Prime Minister.
What is wrong in it? I am asking. Why? Because he is the prime minister of this country. We have every respect for him. We should respect his post. See, आज कोई भी प्रधानमंत्री हो सकता है, कोई भी नहीं हो सकते, बट वी शुड रेस्पेक्ट द चेयर ऑफ द प्राइम मिनिस्टर ऑलवेज। उन्होंने यही कहा है, बड़ा भाई होने के नाते छोटे भाइयों का भी मसला हल करो। ये स्टेट के अंदर बहुत सारे मसले हैं। ये बीआरएस पार्टी 7 लाख करोड़ का कर्जा लगा के चले गया, और हम लोग इतना बैंक करप्ट में ये तेलंगाना गवर्नमेंट आ गया। जब कांग्रेस पार्टी सत्ता, सोनिया गांधी जी ने, उनको पता था अगर यहाँ पर तेलंगाना दिए तो आंध्रा में हम लोग हमारे पूरी जो है सफाई हो जाएगी, तेलंगाना में हो जाएगी। इसके बावजूद भी इन द लार्जर इंटरेस्ट ऑफ द पब्लिक उन्होंने ये कहा कि भाई हमारे नौजवान बच्चे जो उस्मानिया यूनिवर्सिटी और दूसरे यूनिवर्सिटीज में हो, बच्चे अपने आप को सुसाइड कर ले रहे, तो वो सैक्रिफाइस नहीं चाहिए, तेलंगाना देंगे। तेलंगाना देने के बाद में ये तेलंगाना के साथ नाइंसाफी हुआ, इसके लिए उन्होंने कहा कि भाई तेलंगाना को देव बड़े भाई बोल के उन्होंने बताया।
अच्छा, तो आपका इक्वेशन हाउ इज इट विथ रेवंत रेड्डी? बिकॉज व्हेन यू हैड कम टू द कांग्रेस पार्टी देयर वर अ लॉट ऑफ वीडियोज एज वेल दैट वर वायरल, जहाँ पे रेवंत रेड्डी इज स्पीकिंग नॉट इन अ गुड वे अबाउट यू। उन्होंने आपके बारे में बीड़ी सेलर ऐसा भी बोला था। अब आप कांग्रेस पार्टी में, हाउ इज इट प्लेड?
कोई भी नीचे से आता, कोई भी हो, कुछ भी उन्होंने बोला है। जो कोई भी एक पार्टी में है तो हमने भी रेवंत रेड्डी को कुछ बोला, उन्होंने भी हमको कुछ बोला है, वो कुछ भी बोल सकते हैं। पॉलिटिक्स में चलता है, इट इज पॉसिबल ओनली इन पॉलिटिक्स, नॉट इन अदर थिंग। ठीक है, वो जो भी है, लेकिन मैं एक बात पूछना चाहता हूँ, रेवंत रेड्डी जी अभी ठीक से नहीं बोल रहे, मैं वो बात को नहीं मानूंगा। इसलिए रेवंत रेड्डी साहब ये बोल रहे, सिकंदराबाद पार्लियामेंट ये कांग्रेस का बेस्टन था, कांग्रेस का जो गढ़ था, लेकिन कांग्रेस का गढ़ को फिर वापस लाने के लिए दानम नागेंद्र को जिताइए। केंद्र में हमारा सरकार आ रही, दानम नागेंद्र को केंद्र मंत्री बनाएंगे।
अच्छा, तो फिर यहाँ पे आपने जब ये यू स्पोक अबाउट द असेंबली इलेक्शंस, this Lok Sabha constituency was a Congress stronghold for I think 12 out of 15 times the Congress has won from here. Last 3 terms the BJP has won from here. Assembly constituencies within the Lok Sabha, it's all BRS. What kind of a challenge is that for you?
For me, I think there is no challenge because I know the every nook and corner of the city. I was Greater Hyderabad Congress president also. At that time when Rajshekar Reddy was alive, वो पूरा 24 असेंबली कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी का बी फॉर्म मैं खुद दिया था. उसमें बी फॉर्म्स में जो है 15 लोग हमारे कांग्रेस के जीते थे. ये बीच में थोड़ा जो वैक्यूम आया था, ये वैक्यूम जो है सिकंदराबाद पार्लियामेंट का कंप्लीट होने के बाद में आप देख लेना. उसके बाद में जो भी आप चैलेंज बोल रहे हैं, ये पूरा जो लोग सिकंदराबाद के अंदर एक 3 असेंबली कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी है, वेर वो जो वहाँ 4 जगह में, एक है खैरताबाद, दूसरा है नामपेली, तीसरा है जुबलीज, चौथा है मशीराबाद. मशीराबाद में आई वॉज इंचार्ज इन 2 टर्म्स. वो मनियम्मा अंजया जो एमपी थे, उनको 2 बार मैं खुद इंचार्ज रह के जिताया वहाँ पर. दूसरी रही बात नामपेली, आई रिप्रेजेंट दैट कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी. I used to represent that constituency 3 terms. Then खैरताबाद इज now मेरा खुद का कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी है. जुबली हिल्स में मेरा पूरा है. और हैदराबाद के लोगों को मेरा अपने जाके कोई नया कैंडिडेट आया तो इंट्रोड्यूस कर लेना. अभी बीआरएस का कैंडिडेट है, वो बोलना पड़ेगा मैं सो एंड सो बोल के. ये किशन रेड्डी को जब नहीं पहचानते थे अभी पहचान, लेकिन दानम नागेंद्र एक ऐसी हस्ती है, लोग देखते ही दानम साहब बोलते, इफ यू वांट यू कैन सी, बोलते ही लोग तम बताएंगे, ये बताएंगे. दानम का वो है respect.
So you are the local resident who has been there for the people from.
Fortunately, by the grace of God, I am little popular in Hyderabad.
Okay. And what about KTR? I want to ask you. You know, you came from the BRS. KTR, strong leader in the BRS. When you switched over to the Congress, he said कि दानम नागेंद्र we can never depend on him. कल वो बीजेपी भी जा सकता है.
So बीजेपी में जाने का आउट ऑफ क्वेश्चन है. और KTR जो है मंत्री बनने के बाद KTR को पहचान रहे, लेकिन हम लोग 94 से मैं एमएलए बना हूँ. KTR अगर मंत्री नहीं बने तो घर के बाजू वाला भी नहीं पहचानता था उनको. मंत्री बनने के बाद में उन्होंने हाई फाई बता दिया, क्या बोलते जन्नत, हथेली में जन्नत बताया उन्होंने. KTR पॉपुलर हो, तो ये KTR का वही नहीं. KTR खुद ही जो है एक पॉपुलर लीडर नहीं था. जस्ट बिकॉज ही बिकेम ही वॉज मिनिस्टर, उसके लिए पॉपुलर हो गया. अब 1 साल के बाद KTR को कोई याद भी नहीं करता देखा.
अच्छा, lastly as we come to the end of the interview, what is the appeal that you would like to give to the voters जो वोट करेंगे on the voting day? Kishan Reddy, Union Minister on one side, the BRS looking for a comeback, and of course with you as well a personal battle for them. तो voters को आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
First of all, Kishan Reddy did nothing to the Secunderabad Parliament constituency. He is saying today morning I saw, I gone through some newspaper, I think Times of India it seems. So वो कह रहे हैं कि 10 लाख करोड़ रुपए लाया तेलंगाना के लिए. I would request Mr. Kishan Reddy to release a white paper so that people of Telangana know where this money has gone, where you have invested. Vote for me. I ask the people of Secunderabad Parliament constituency, please kindly vote for me and give me an opportunity to serve the people of Secunderabad. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for speaking to us and all the best for your campaign. Let's go across the constituency, speak to the people as well and find out what is it that they think of when they cast their vote, because it's their vote that matters the most.
While both the BJP and the Congress look to have this constituency in their kitty, one cannot ignore the influence of the BRS in this region. With 6 of the 7 assembly segments in the region with the BRS, one wonders whether they can translate this into votes in the Lok Sabha elections, making the Secunderabad battle one to watch out for.